So we'll go ahead and lay down. You can adjust your clothing, make sure everything feels nice and comfortable here. You can choose to keep your feet planted on the ground. Let your knees pop up to the ceiling. You could also bring your knees towards each other and just allow them to kind of rest. It's a nice little gentle opening for the outer hips. And also an option, you can bring your feet together and let your knees come out to the side. And putting support underneath your knees here could be really comfortable, really helpful. So we'll just take a little time to transition. And if you choose a shape and you decide that you'd like something different, go ahead and move till you find a place that you can comfortably transition. So you want to feel the sensation of your posture. You're using this posture as a way to get out of your mind and into your body. So you want to have it create some sensation. But nothing painful, nothing striving. You're bringing your body and your kind of feeling into more of a receiving. So we'll take a few breaths here to transition. Take a full breath in through your nose. Let your lungs stretch, your belly lift, everything stretch and expand to maximum. Hold your breath. And then open your mouth and exhale. And we'll take 2 more like that. See if you can make your breath a little longer. Take an inhale through your nose, pull the breath in. So imagine you're stretching out all the little tissues that create your lungs, your inside of your body. It feels like you're blowing up a balloon slowly all the way. Inhale. And then open your mouth and exhale. One more time, just inviting the breath into your body. Biggest breath you've taken so far. Pull the breath in, follow it down. So you're feeling the direction of the breath as you stretch your lungs to maximum capacity. Hold it. And then open your mouth and exhale. And as you exhale, just allow your body to soften into the ground. Let the tissues around your eyes relax. Make sure your cheeks are nice and soft, your jaw relaxed, brow unfurrowed. So I forget the exact number, but it is a very high number, like in the hundreds, the amount of muscles that you have in your face. So all these little tiny muscles that create your expressions as you move through your day. Able to kind of communicate without words what you're thinking or what you're feeling. See if you can allow all of those to just melt away. So you're looking for this sense of non-expression. And just allowing every single little muscle as you travel with your awareness down. Just using your imagination, just relaxing deeper and deeper into the pose. Notice if there's any area that feel like it's gripping or holding on. Try to melt just that place, even if it's just a little bit. And then if you'd like to set intention for your practice, something you'd like to cultivate for your day, something you'd like to send your energy towards, be cultivating and building that energy for yourself. Take another few moments here just to allow that intention to kind of come up naturally for you. It can be simple. It can be profound. Just let it be. Take another full breath in and a smooth breath out. Now take your legs long and stretch your arms out behind you. So pointing your fingers away from your toes, try to get your body as long as possible. You're feeling your sideways stretch. You're feeling maybe a little bit of an arch in your lower back. This is a gentle back bend. Point your fingers and your toes away from each other a little bit more. You're increasing the space between the top of your hip bones and your lower ribs. Take another inhale breath. And as you exhale, just find yourself in Shavasana. So allow your legs to relax. Bring your arms beside you, palms facing up as a gesture of receiving. And then just feel the effects. So even just moving the body through 2 postures so far, not a whole lot has happened. But just notice your body. Notice if there's any tingling, any sense of fluid movement. So through this next time that we share together, the idea is to explore these very things. So more interesting is the sensation of the body than the story of the mind. Bring your feet to the mat about hip-width distance, just really close to your hips. We'll take a bridge pose. So push your heels into the ground, and slowly, as you lift your hips, arch your spine. You're bringing the weight to the top of your shoulders here. Yeah, nice. Perfect, Jen. Try to keep your knees about hip-width distance. You want to bring your knees slightly towards each other. Imagine that you have like a block or a book between your knees. And then pressing your palms down into the ground, coming up a little higher onto your shoulders. You can walk your arms underneath you, interlace the grip. As you punch your fist down, you might notice that you get a little more lift. Make sure that you're breathing here. So your chest is coming towards your chin, but bring your chin away from your chest so the back of your neck gets a little bit longer here. Take another full breath in. And as you exhale, slowly, with control, lower your hips down to the ground. Allow everything to settle, allow things to get neutral. So we're going to take some circles of the sacrum here. So keep your feet on the ground about hip-width distance. So your sacrum is this kind of shovel-shaped bone at the base of your spine. So imagine that you're rocking your weight back. So you're kind of tilting your tailbone up towards the sky. You're rocking your weight back so that you're feeling the back edge of that bone. And then keeping your knees towards the ceiling, just roll over slightly towards the left hip. So you're feeling that kind of bony bit to the left. And then continue the circle as you bring the energy down towards your tailbone. So now you're arching your spine. And then slowly rolling over to the right outer edge. And then finding the back edge as you tuck and round the spine. So you're kind of like creating a circle shape on the sacrum here. Just go really slow. So you might feel some little maybe clunking sensations or where the circle gets jagged or wonky. So this part of the body, we get lots of compression. So the whole torso is kind of pressing down, especially if we're sitting. So you're just trying to kind of break up these little spaces, any kind of scar tissue, any kind of adherences in the ligaments and the joints. And just take it as slowly as you can. So you're also liquefying the tissues of your abdominals. This is great core work as well. So keeping your legs as stable as you can. And you're just doing this arching and rounding of the spine. And then taking it to the other side. So take the circle in the opposite direction. So this is not a big movement. You're just kind of rolling. Imagine you're creating like a clock shape on your tailbone. And then just if there's any places you need to pause into, and just noticing the places where it feels stuck. So you're kind of opening things up here. Let's take about 2 more circles. So you're trying your best to keep your knees stable. You're just rolling your hips. And it's difficult. You got to concentrate. Try to relax your eyes. Make sure your brow is unfurrowed. Sometimes when I concentrate, I scrunch my face. And then once you're finished with your last, just pause in neutral. Allow your arms to rest by your side. So getting some healthy blood flow to the creative center of your body, your second chakra. And then up to you how you want to get there. You can either rock and roll up your spine or roll over to one side. We're all going to come up to a comfortable seat. So coming to sitting with your legs crossed and your eyes closed. You can allow your hands to rest on your lap, just however they feel most comfortable. So palms facing down creates a sense of grounding. Palms facing up is a way to invite, to receive. And then starting with the bottom of your pose, find your sit bones. See if you can maybe rock a little side to side till you feel the center. And then tucking your tailbone down till you feel your abdominals engaged. So you feel the sense of rooting, the sense of grounding through the base of your posture. And then you're pulling the energy up from the earth into your spine. So feeling that grounding, but that lifting at the same time. See if you can lift your chest away from your hips. So same thing like when we were stretching our bodies long, laying down. So you're kind of moving your hips down and your lower ribs up. And then make sure your chin is about parallel to the ground. Try to stretch the top of your head towards the sky. Shoulders relax down. So feeling these areas where there's downward moving energy. And then noticing the areas where the energy is moving up. If you'd like to set intention for your practice, coming back to that here, hands together at your chest. This is Anjali Mudra, mudra for balance. Take a full breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, Ujjayi. Constrict the back of your throat. Exhale, Ujjayi. Keep the constriction. Exhale through your nose. So creating that nice gentle snore. Now slowly flutter your eyes open. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head. You can spin your pinky fingers in, slide your shoulders down your back. Make sure your arms are really engaged. Yeah, nice, Kathy. Good adjustment. Check out your lower ribs. You want to knit them in so that your spine stays stacked. Take a full breath in. Nice, Mom. Exhale, twist to the right. So left hand to your right knee. Right fingertips behind you. Get nice and tall. Lift your chest. And then twisting over your right shoulder. So chin parallel to the ground. You want to keep the lift in your spine, the length in your spine, so that there's space between the vertebrae. The bones don't, you don't want to grind on the bones. If you want to take the twist a little deeper, you can work for a half bind. Maybe grab for your left hip with your right hand. If you notice that creates rounding in the spine, then just keep your hand on the ground. You want to keep your chest nice and tall here. Inhale, come back to center. Reach your arms up over your head. Feel the length. And then exhale, side bend to the right. Bring your right arm down and your left arm high up and over. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Yep. So stretching your left arm over towards the right side. Roll your left hip down. So just other way, Nancy. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. See if you can roll your left hip down and then stretch your left fingertips away from your hips. Inhale, come back to center, reach up. And then let's switch the legs. And then Mom, for you, why don't you sit up on a pillow just to bring a little more length to your legs. And then just switch the crossing of your legs. Does that feel a little better? It looks a little better. Okay, cool. Reach your arms up over your head, nice and long with your spine. We'll do it to the other side. So now bring your right hand to your left knee. Tense your fingertips behind you and then look over your left shoulder. So you really want to keep the length as you twist. Imagine your spine. So use your imagination. You're visualizing the gentle curvature, the little spaces between the bones. Trying to lengthen and then compress. So lots of healthy compression for the spinal cord, the whole entire spine. Inhale, come back to center, reach your arms up over your head. And then we'll take the side bend. So left hand to your side, reach your right arm high up and over. Roll your right hip down so that your seat is even, and then really feeling that length, the whole right side of your body. Just waking up your tissues here. Breathe in. And breathe out. On your next inhale, arms come up over your head, and then relax your arms by your side. We'll move into tabletop position. So coming to your hands and your knees. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. So imagine the top of your head stretching away from your tailbone. You want to really lengthen those two places apart. And then pull your belly button in, so creating compression through the abdominal wall here. Inhale, reach your right arm forward, thumb facing up, and your left leg back. So big balance challenge right away. You might notice some wobbling. And then do your best. You want to even things out. So your hand, your head, your hip, and your heel are all in one line. You want to bring those points parallel to the ground. And then flex your left toes towards the ground and kick through your heel, stretching your right hand away from your heel. Yeah, good. Hold on to it. We're just squeezing the core. This is great core work. So you're not even moving. Just the stabilizing muscles are working really hard. One more big breath. Exhale, bring your right hand down and your left knee down. Just pause in neutral. Just even out your hips, even out your shoulders. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So left arm forward, thumb facing up. Stretch your right leg back. Kick through your heel. So you're really trying to lengthen and then parallel everything to the ground. So your hand, your head, your hip, and your heel all in the same line. Then you're reaching, you're extending. Really engage your right leg. You want to kind of use your hamstring to take the bend out of your knee. So your leg is strong from hip to heel. Squeeze your core, hold on to it. Shaking is totally normal. I'm shaking at least. One more big inhale breath. And then exhale, bring your foot down and your knee down. We'll add on a little bit this time. So inhale, reach your right arm and your left leg back. So coming back to the first side. And then we'll round the spine. So bring your elbow towards your knee, chin to chest, and curl. So compress. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, curl it in. So elbow to knee, chin to chest. See if you can hike up your shin a little more and arch your spine more. Yeah, inhale, lengthen. Good, nice, Nancy. Exhale, curl it in. Squeeze your belly. Come back to tabletop position. Find a round of cat-cow. Inhale for cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your gaze. And exhale for cat. Tuck and round your spine. Inhale for cow pose. And exhale for cat. Let's go get the other side. Bring your left arm forward and your right leg back. Take a moment to stabilize here. So you want to feel strong. You want to feel even. And then once you're ready, go ahead and round. So elbow to knee, squeeze. So you want to exhale, really bring your chin towards your chest. Inhale to lengthen. Oops. And exhale to round. Curl it and squeeze. Inhale to lengthen. Last time, curl it in. Really squeeze your belly to your spine. Lift your shin. And then coming back to tabletop position. Toes touch. Knees come out wide. Sink back to child's pose. So you can keep your hips lifted. If this is, if child's pose is a lot on your knees, just keep your hips upright. Or you can sink your hips all the way down to your heels. Also, you can cross your palms and put your forehead on your hands if you like. So lots of variation here. Just allow the breath to come back to a nice, slow, steady rhythm. And now we'll come up to standing on the shins. We'll move through a floor salutation. So starting to warm up the spine, getting a little more fluid, a little more movement with the breath. So bring your knees right underneath your hips. Yep, you got it. Reach your arms up over your head. So we'll call this kneeling mountain. Look down at your ribs, make sure they're knit in. So you want to create this sense of stacking of the joints. So your knees are right underneath your hips, squeeze your glutes, and then your chest is lifted, fingers lifted. Spin your pinky fingers in, full breath. Exhale, back bend. So cactus out your arms, lift your chest. You don't have to go back super far. Make sure you're breathing here. Continuously slow in and out of the nose. Push your stomach, your hips, your thighs forward and lift your chest. You can also choose to keep your hands on your low back for a little support. One more full round of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Exhale, coming into melting heart. So bring your hands to the ground. Hips stay lifted. Forehead to the ground. Just allowing the inner arms to stretch. Your forearms should be off the ground. So this is more active than child's pose. You want to create a little more traction in the spine. So you're stretching your hips away from your hands. On your next inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, slide forward. We're coming onto the belly for cobra pose. So hands right underneath your shoulders. You can zip up your legs or keep your feet hip width distance. It's up to you. Press your feet down into the ground. Exhale your breath. Inhale to lift your chest. And so we're going to add on to the back bend. So we're going to keep the chest lifted. Make sure you're only as deep as you can hold on to it. Make sure the breath is continuously flowing. Now from here, reach your legs up. So if this causes any kind of nervy or pain sensation in the back, keep your legs down. And then from here, extend your arms back. So stretching your palms facing down to the ground, fingertips reach back towards the toes. Keep breathing. Stay up for one more breath. And then exhale, slowly coming down. Bring your hands out, palms facing up, forehead to the ground. So hands to offering, just thinking of something you'd like to offer to your day. And then bring your hands under your shoulders, press yourself back to child's pose. So hips to heels, hands forward. So we're just going to move through that a little more quickly with the breath. Try to find this sense of moving, a little bit of meditation. Inhale, coming up to your kneeling mountain, reach up over your head. Exhale for your back bend. You can support yourself with your hands if you like. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, melting heart. Bring your hands to the mat, forehead to the mat. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, slither forward, coming into cobra pose. Hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your legs. Inhale, lift your arms, palms facing down. Keep lifting up one more time. Exhale, forehead to the ground. Hands stretching out, palms facing up, hands to offering. Take a full round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Hands under your shoulders, press yourself back. Child's pose. Full round of breath. So find your ujjayi, feel that constriction in your throat. Inhale for kneeling mountain, coming up onto your shins. Exhale, gentle back bend. Open your chest. Inhale, kneeling mountain. Exhale, melting heart. Hands to the ground. Forehead to the ground. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, slide forward. Hands under your shoulders. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your legs. Inhale, lift your arms. Full round of breath. Hold on to it. Then exhale, slowly coming down. Hands to offering, forehead to the ground. Hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself back. Child's pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Let's bring it up to downward facing dog. So you can come forward into tabletop and then tuck your toes. Send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a couple of moments to work things out here. So You can bend your knees right and left, kind of sway your hips side to side. And then find some stillness. You can spread your palms really wide. Press your chest towards your thighs. Bend your knees a little or a lot, sending your tailbone high to the sky. So I like to keep a bend in my knees. It's more important that you're lengthening the spine. If you want to start reaching your heels towards the ground, you can. But if that creates rounding in your back, then go ahead and stick with the bent knee version. You want to feel the nice long length through your side waist. Try to wrap your shoulders back and press your hands into the ground. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, slowly walking up to the top of your mat. Take your time. Bring your feet to hip-width distance. Grab for opposite elbows. And just allow your body to dangle here. So you can take a little shake of your head if you like. You might even sway gently side to side. And then if you want to, you can even increase the back bend or increase the sensation by grabbing behind your knees. And just checking things out, just finding some length to the entire backside. Now release your hands to the ground. Toe heel your feet to touch. Tuck your chin to your chest, and as you inhale, slowly rounding up to standing. Easy does it. Once you reach the top, shoulders up and back, hands together at your chest. Breathe. So just finding your heels here. See if you can push your heels down into the ground to engage your quadriceps. Engaging your entire leg so you have a strong, stable foundation here. Bring your awareness to your hips. Just kind of holding up the entire rest of your body. It's like the base of your spine. And then stretching the top of your head towards the ceiling. So same idea when we were seated. You're grounding in some places. You're rooting down. There's downward moving energy. But then there's also this sensation of up. Like top of your head is lifted, but your shoulders are relaxed. Your feet are rooted, but your legs are drawing energy up into the whole rest of your body. So see if you can feel that. Notice the direction of up and the feeling of down. Coming back to your intention, if you set one for your practice, take a big breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, Ujjayi. And exhale, Ujjayi. Inhale, bring your arms up over your head, mountain pose. You can choose to press your palms together and gaze at the sky, or keep your arms shoulder width. Either way, your pinky fingers come towards each other so that your shoulders can relax down. Yes, nice, gorgeous, Nancy. Take a big breath in through your nose. Exhale, gentle back bend. Open up your arms, peel your chest open. So push your stomach, your hips, your thighs forward. Lift your chest and arch your body back. Yeah, nice, Mom. Great. Keep breathing. Make sure you're breathing in and out of your nose. Inhale, stretch back up. Hands to center. And then exhale, fold. Hands come down to the ground. Bend your knees if you like. Fingertips all the way to the floor. Keep your left hand underneath your face. Tense your fingertips. It's kind of like you're holding like a cupcake underneath your hand. And then bend your left knee a lot. Inhale your right arm up. So big twist. You're probably going to feel this on the outside of your right leg. It's your IT band, this big ropey connective tissue, separating your hamstring from your quadricep. So that one gets a lot of tug, a lot of pull. Totally normal to be tight. Keep squeezing your belly in. Lift your right arm up a lot. And then exhale your right hand down. Same thing. So tenting your fingertips on the ground. Bend your right knee a lot. Inhale your left arm up. Open to the side. Yeah, good, Jen. Great. Perfect, Kathy. And the more you bend your knee, the less stress you're going to feel on the outside of the leg. So you're in control of the depth. Keep your belly in. Keep your chest lifted. And then exhale, slowly release. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins. Extend your breastbone forward. Look down at the top of your mat. Top of your head stretching away from your tailbone. Squeeze your belly button towards your spine. Yeah, looks good. Nice. Perfect. Take a big breath in. Exhale, high plank pose. So step to the top of a push-up. Shoulders over wrists. We're going to hold high plank for a few breaths. So you really got to use all of your muscles here to hold yourself up. Imagine you're squeezing your muscle towards the bone. Shoulders supporting you. Shoulders stacked right over your wrists. Poof up that little space between your shoulder blades. Kicking back with your heels, keeping your hips lifted. Nice. Now lower your knees to the ground, tabletop position. Inhale for cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your gaze. And exhale for cat. Press the mat away from you. Tuck your toes into the ground. Downward facing dog. Send your hips high to the sky. Take a couple rounds of breath here. So that's our sun salutation. That's our little variation. So now we're moving the energy again. We build the postures from the ground up. And then we just follow the body, just moving with your breath. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Come all the way up. Exhale, gentle back bend. Open your chest. Inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, fold. Keep your left hand down. Bend your left knee. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale your right hand down. Bend your right knee. Inhale your left arm up. Yes, nice, Kathy, beautiful. Exhale your left hand down. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins, extend. Exhale, high plank pose. So get yourself nice and tight here. So you want to pull your muscle in. Bring your knees to the ground, tabletop. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly. And exhale for cat. Tuck your toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, stand tall. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, mountain. And exhale, fold. Left hand down, bend your left knee. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale your right hand down. Bend your right knee. Inhale your left arm up. Perfect. Exhale your left hand down. Looking good, everybody. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, high plank pose, top of a push-up. Bring your knees to the ground, tabletop. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat. Tuck your toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, building our main sequence next. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Easy does it. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. This time, inhale, chair pose. So sink your hips low and reach your arms forward. So you got to balance out the weight of your body by reaching your hands forward a lot. Yep. And then weight is in your heels. You might even be able to lift your toes up off the ground. Take a full breath in. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. So right arm back, left arm forward. Look down at your knees. If your left knee is sticking out, pull your left knee back so that you can even out your hips. And then reaching your arms away from each other. Nice big stretch across the chest. Sit down one more time. Exhale. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands down to the ground. Easy does it. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your palms to your shins. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left leg back. So right foot forward, left leg back. Good. Nice. Keep your left hand down. Inhale your right arm up. So make sure your legs are engaged. If you feel like you're dumping, lift up through your inner thighs. Push down through your right heel. Keep your core engaged and reach your right hand up a lot. One more big breath. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Coming up into high crescent lunge. Take your time. Inhale, high crescent lunge. This is a big balance posture. So if you need to take a couple steps, if you need to move around, no problem. Make sure your right foot is parallel to your mat and your back foot is, your feet are hip width distance apart. You want to sink your right knee over your right ankle and then kicking back with your left heel to take the bend out of your knee. Imagine your hips. You want to keep them even. You might need to pull your right hip back a little bit. Big action for the right thigh. Take a big breath in and a full breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Open up to the side. So you might need to bend in and out of your front leg a couple times. It was a lot of work for the quadricep. So just releasing some of the heat and then bend your right knee. Sink your right knee over your right ankle. Good, Mom, yeah. And then make sure the knife edge of your back foot is down. Nice, Kathy. Yeah, just sink a little more into your knee. Yes, there you go. Take a big breath in. Exhale, side angle. Bring your right arm down and your left arm up. You can rest your elbow on your thigh for a little more support or press your elbow against your knee. Either way, really reaching with your arms away from each other and squeeze your core a lot. Yeah, good, Nancy, nice. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg and reach your right arm up and back. Big stretch from the tip of your toe all the way up to your finger. Your left hand can slide down your left leg, or if you want to try a half bind, reach around for your right hip. Take one more nice long breath right into your right side body. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your hands, frame your foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. Kick your right leg high. Exhale, bend your knee and open your hip for scorpion dog. So you can move your knee around or circle out your ankle. Try to keep both of your palms planted. You might need to roll a little more weight into your right shoulder. Take another full breath in. Then exhale, coming back to your downward facing dog. Let's take a couple petals of the knees and then find stillness. We're going to build that whole thing on the other side. Let's find each other with the breath. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, Ujjayi. And exhale, Ujjayi. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, hips down, arms up. And then you want to build this. So really, weight is in your heels. You got to squeeze your muscles. This is definitely an active posture. So the idea here is not only strengthening your body, but you're keeping your face calm, your breath calm. You're also strengthening your mind. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, twist to the left. So left arm back, right arm forward. Yeah, good. So look down at your knees. Make sure your knees are even to each other. Pull your right knee back a little bit. Good adjustments. Nice, Nancy. And then stretch your arms away from each other. More. Yeah, Mom. Awesome. Sit down one more time. Inhale, chair pose. Great job, you guys. Exhale, fold. Hands to the ground. Let it go. Woo. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull your chest forward. Exhale, low lunge. Step the right leg back. So left foot forward, right leg back. If you need to adjust the feet at all, make sure your left knee is over your left ankle. Right hand down. Inhale your left arm up. Nice big open twist. Yes, perfect. Keeping your abdominals engaged so that you're lifted. Your right hand is down for support, but you're not dumping into the arm. You're lifted. One more big breath. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your hands. Coming up into high crescent lunge, take your time. Inhale, rise with your breath, and then set it up. So you might need to move your feet a little bit. If this feels unstable, adjust your feet so that you feel strong. Sink your left knee over your left ankle, kicking back with your right heel, and then align your hips. So for me, it's left hip back. And then really pushing down through your left heel. Spin your pinky fingers in, slide your shoulders down, so you're focusing, you're concentrating. Take another round of breath in. Exhale, warrior two, open up to the side. Same thing before in this first round. If you want to bend in and out of the knee, release some of that heat, and then get low into your lunge. So warrior two, super active posture. Your whole bottom half is working super hard. So left knee over your left ankle, roll the knife edge of your back foot down, and you can look at your feet. Make sure your left foot is parallel to your mat. Reach your arms away from each other, so expanding your chest. Take a full breath. Sit deeper. Exhale, side angle. Left arm down, right arm up. Using your elbow on your thigh if you need, or against your knee for a deeper rotation. Keep sinking into your lunge. Keep your inner thighs engaged and breathe. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg. Left arm reaches up and back. That should feel really nice on your left leg. After all that work, feel the big stretch. You can let your right hand stretch down towards your, or on your right leg, or reach around and explore a half bind. Take another full breath in. And as you exhale, hands come to the ground, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Kick your left leg up. And then bend your knee and open your hip for scorpion dog. Once again, if you want to move around here, great. If you want to hold still, also a good choice. Make sure your shoulders are sharing the weight, so you might need to put a little more weight into the left side. Coming back to your downward facing dog. Let's take a quick child's pose, a little bit of a break. So if you want to grab some water, if you need anything else, just a moment to take a little inventory. Let your body relax. Let your circulation come back to normal. So that is our main flow for class. We're just going to go nice and easy. A little bit quicker than we did before. This is kind of like the top of our mountain. It's all downhill from here. So just reminding yourself of the same intention that you came in with your practice. Just noticing if it's the same or if it's changed. And then coming back to your breath, coming back to your body. Take a big breath in. And a smooth breath out. Let's make our way to downward facing dog. Hands to the ground. Hips high to the sky. Take a couple petals. Shake it out. And then find your still down dog. Press your chest towards your thighs. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, arms forward. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. So right arm back, left arm forward. Pause for an inhale. Sit deeper on the exhale. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold, hands to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left leg back. Keep your left hand down. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale your right hand down. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Take your time, no rush. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior two, open up to the side. Take a nice long breath in. Exhale, side angle, right arm down, left arm up. Yeah, just move with your breath. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your leg, reach your right arm back. Exhale, low lunge, plant your hands, frame your foot. Inhale, three-legged dog, kick your right leg back. Exhale, scorpion dog, bend your knee, open your hip. Take a round of breath here. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low. Exhale, twist to the left. Right arm forward, left arm back. Yeah, great. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right leg back this time. Right hand down. Inhale your left arm up. Twist. Yeah. Good, Kathy. Nice. Exhale your left hand down. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Come on up. Settle for the exhale. Take a full round. One more inhale breath. Exhale, warrior two. Full breath in. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your leg. Reach your left arm back. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your hands. Inhale, three-legged. Kick it up. Exhale, scorpion. Bend your knee. Open your hip. Take a nice long breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look forward to the top of your mat. And as you exhale, slowly walking up. Tuck your chin to your chest and inhale, slowly rounding up to standing. Easy does it. Shoulders up and back. Hands to your chest. Close your eyes here. So after all that energy you created, you may feel the sensation of that practice in your body. You might feel that all of your work. So things are kind of bubbling around, bouncing around, trying to reorient. Slow down your breath to slow everything else down. So last standing moment, we're just going to challenge our balance. Little series here. So I'm going to stay facing this way. I recommend that you face a way that you can keep a focused gaze. So it might not actually be helpful to look at the screen. It might be better to actually look at the wall or the floor. And I'll do my best to guide you just with my words. So bring your feet together, arms by your side. I'm going to step back a little bit. And then shift the weight to your left foot. So left foot grounds down. Bring your right thigh parallel. So one-legged mountain. This is a nice posture. This is a great place to build balance. You're also building some core strength. It takes a lot of work for your abdominal muscles to hold up your leg. So if this is a good place for you, you're already feeling some like wobbling. You'll feel your little stabilizing muscles engaged. You can stay here. This is great. If you hold this for time, you're really building some strength, especially in your focus. So you can stay here if you want to add on. Inhale your arms up over your head. Exhale, interlace your hands just underneath your thigh. So you're not going to hold your leg. Your leg is still doing the work here. This is just a little extra support. Roll your shoulders back. Allow your chest to get nice and tall. So imagine that the top of your head is stacking over your heel. You want a nice long spine here. And then slowly kicking your right heel out as you're ready. And just extend your leg as much as you like. This might be a little kick. This might even just be thinking about a kick. So if your muscles are working, then you're doing it right. And then slowly release. Interlace your hands just below your knee now. And then pull your right knee towards your right shoulder. So keeping your focused gaze, just one steady, unmoving point will really help you out. And then slowly relax your right leg. Yeah, just allow your arms to rest beside you. Just feeling the difference between your right leg and your left leg. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So shift the weight to your right foot. Bring your left thigh parallel to the mat. Then you're building it from the ground up. So you want to feel the stacking of your right leg, hip over knee over ankle. Feeling the evenness of your hip, so flexing your left foot. And then as you're ready, inhale your arms up over your head. So remember, you can stay in this first position. This is a great place to build balance and focus. If you want more, interlace your hands underneath your left leg. Then once you have the grip, remember your leg is still doing the work. You're just kind of adding a little extra support. And then slowly, gently kicking your heel out. So this is really great core work here. Deep abdominal muscles that kind of hold your leg up. Extend as much as you like. And then bend your knee. Interlace your hands below your knee. Pull your knee towards your shoulder. Just keeping your focus gaze the best you can. It's going to be the trick there. And then slowly release your left leg down. Let's make it down to the ground. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, take a supported back bend. So hands come to your low back, elbows towards each other. Lift your chest, arch your body back. Inhale, slowly come up, mountain pose. And exhale, fold, hands come down, ride your breath. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, high plank, top of a push-up. Shoulders over wrists. Lower your knees to the ground and bring your hips to your heels. Hero's pose. And pause here just for a moment, just using this as a transition. And then swing your legs out long in front of you. So I'm going to turn to face you guys. You can stay wherever you are. Bring your right leg out and your left leg in. Inhale your arms up over your head. Turn to face over your right leg so that you're kind of centered, your torso is centered, and then allow your body to drape down. You can make this active, interlace your hands just below your toes and kind of pull your chest forward. Or you can be a little more passive, just allow your spine to round. Just go for what feels best for you. And then noticing where you feel this the most. If you need a little bend in your right knee, if your hamstring feels really tight, you can do that. So everybody is different. We use our vessels in very different ways. So somebody might do this posture and notice the sensation in their hamstring or their knee, where others might notice it in like the left hip or the low back. Maybe for you it's in the shoulder. So, just kind of noticing what you feel, that's the whole idea. Just feeling into your body, exploring the sensation. See if you can relax your face a little more. We'll take another round of breath here. As you inhale, notice the length, the space. As you exhale, see if you can feel a little more depth. On your next inhale coming up, lift your chest. We'll take falling star. So left hand behind you, come up onto your left shin. Roll your right foot down and then reaching your left arm up and back. So kind of like a modified side plank, but you're just turning it into a little bit of a back bend. Yeah, great. Nice, Kathy. Slowly lowering yourself back down to the ground. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So we'll just switch out the legs. Right leg in, left leg out. Sit nice and tall. Lift your chest, arms high. Center over your left leg and then folding over your left leg. Remember, you can make this active or passive. Just do the same thing that you did on the first side. And then noticing again the sensation, that's what we're more curious about here. It's not like, oh, my dumb hamstring for being tight. It's like, I noticed that feeling. And then notice maybe if your right leg and your left leg feel different. So this exploration, this practice of awareness is not to judge or to kind of beat yourself up. It's just a tool to bring yourself into the present moment. And maybe practicing a little gratitude for this amazing body and everything that it does. Take another nice long round of breath here. And as you exhale, just sinking a little bit deeper into the shape. Your inhale brings you up and finding your falling star. So right hand down, coming up onto your right shin. Roll your left foot into the ground and then reach your left arm up and back. Just finding a nice big opening after the compression on the left hip. Yeah, it looks great. And then slowly lowering yourself back down. Yeah, there you go. And then all the way down to our backs. So seat forward, all the way down. Bring your legs like you're standing on the ceiling, so legs up the wall. And you're trying to find this place where your heels stack over your knees, over your hips. Laura kind of explains it as like floating your feet, which if you find that sweet spot where it's all stacked, it's totally what happens. It's like you're not really doing any work. The alignment of your body is holding the shape. You can keep your arms either on the ground, maybe for grounding, palms facing down. I like to place one hand on my chest, one hand on my belly. And just kind of before you start your day, allowing any stagnant energy that is kind of stored in the bottom of your body, in the feet, to kind of trickle its way out, kind of get back into circulation so it can be broken down and released. And this is a great pose to do also at the end of your day. Just allowing some healthy blood flow to drain and reverse. And then pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Exhale, final Shavasana. Legs long, arms long. And just let your Shavasana feel really comfortable. If you want to grab a blanket or a sweatshirt, if there's any adjustments to your outfit or your mat that you need to make. So you want to get yourself to this place of like ultimate relaxation. This is what you've created for yourself. You've cultivated this space. So you've moved your body. Can you hear me? So you're allowing your body to rest here in this final shape. Eyes soft, jaw soft, body heavy. So really just absorbing the energy of your effort. And especially as you're here in your home, you're comfortable, you're safe. We'll just stay here for a little bit of time. If you would like to stay in a extended Shavasana, I recommend you just leaving the meeting and enjoying your rest. If you can stay just for a minute or so, just allowing your body to absorb your work. And I'll let you know when it's time to come out. If you would like to stay in Shavasana, please, please take this time. But if you are ready to move on, you can start to bring a little movement to your fingers and your toes. Maybe rolling your head side to side. Gather your knees into your chest. Take a few rocks, maybe a couple circles, the knees. Maybe noticing how your back, your body feels different than when you started. And we'll all meet each other up in a comfortable seat. You can roll to either side or rock and roll up your spine. And then pressing yourself up, come to sitting in a comfortable position. And it might be nice to sit on something. Bring your hands together at your chest, Anjali Mudra. And just allowing your face to soften. Feel your seat. And then remind yourself of your intention, what you'd like to offer to your day. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your morning for yourself, for each other. And it's really super special to have you here. I'm always available if you want to reach out. Any questions, let me know. I'm going to keep the room open for a little bit. I hope you have an amazing day. Namaste.